So everything that just happened in Dubai and Saudi, I wanted to do a little bit of a catch-up video. First impressions on Riyadh. This is going to be the screen where my art is going to be shown behind me. And the morning's about to start with the speakers brunch. And I'm excited to meet a lot of the locals, of course, as well as, you know, hang out with some good old friends. So this is the Riyadh experience, Edge of NFT. For those interested, a little bit of a illustration on some things that happened in terms of the exhibition, as well as a couple of articles that were written, hanging out with friends, getting some signatures, what's going on with census, and all that kind of stuff. So here goes. I would say Dubai is a little bit of a vibe of almost coming home at this point. When I see the city underneath me arriving on the airplane, and this time it actually took me 50 hours to get from Helsinki to DXB. It was quite a thing in terms of how the flights were, and then having to turn back to Istanbul after being finally 1 hour away from Dubai because of the floods and everything, and had to go back to Istanbul, spend a night there in a hotel that was like an hour and a half from the airport, and then it was such something. And then that nice feeling of when I finally arrived to Dubai and was able to dip into the pool for a little bit and go to the beach, and just nice to see friends. The Melanie Moore and Eddie Pwr Chain meetup was fantastic as a side event of Token2049. Just enjoying that kind of vibe and the quality people that were there, and hanging out with the Finn speaker mafia people, and in general just remembering how the vibe in Dubai is. It was nice. And it's a little bit of a soft landing, Dubai to Riyadh, from the Islamic standpoint and cultural standpoint. So the azans, the Muslim call to prayer, are echoing all over me at Al Turaif ruins, and they're building a museum here, and I'm here at the Cafe Patel, a very different version of it in Saudi Arabia than what I'm used to in Dubai, of course, and these mist distributors are above. They bring an extra atmosphere, and I just wanted to come for a mocktail as the sun is really burning on my skin. It's really it seeps through your pores, the sense of history, and a very different way of life to what modern Westerners might have anything to do with, is coming through the walls from this 15th century place. Upon landing there, you just really realize how different it is, and especially from a Finnish cultural standpoint and Western standpoint, it's, again, in a different way, as different as India was, and kind of adjusting to that. And of course, you want to go to anyone's house with the utmost respect, and I found people to be very welcoming, kind of understanding of the cultural differences in their own way, and having very candid conversations with the locals about, you know, how things are and what's okay and what's not, and feeling this kind of sense of the power and history of a place that has been the capital of not only Saudi but Islam in a way for a long time. And we had great conversations with Elias Ahonen about this, because we shared an Airbnb, and it was nice to hang out with him as well. And he then carried on journeying from there to a different place. But I really wanted to just say a heartfelt thank you to Josh and Richard and Eric and Audrey for pulling off an incredible event in Riyadh. It was just star-studded, so many different luminaries of the Web3 space, and then the local people who've advanced the Web3 and gaming side of things in Saudi in such a way. And getting to have these conversations and see what might be synergistic. I got to do a main stage presentation, a 4-minute lightning talk, as well as this panel discussion
which was quite illuminating from the local artist standpoint as well as the government standpoint and those kinds of things. So it was a real education happening simultaneously on many kinds of levels. And then I went to Turaif, the ancient heritage site, where you really feel like my new friend Mohad Ravi, as he so eloquently put it, it's like this feeling of the calm after the storm, after everything had happened, and then you kind of sense in those centuries of this certain kind of mystic mood that the place had. And it was quite something to walk around that place and seeing it now being restored and having this more of a museum and the kind of like cleaned up modern vibe, but you still get a good sense of what was there some time ago. And yeah, there was a couple of cool articles that just came out. The Marco Polo experience, many thanks Ahmed Rafi for organizing this thing, as well as the Affluent CEO article. And in both of those, I'm mentioning the Dr. Marwan art cars with Crypto Granny, as well as the coming Web3 Fest now with Ralph from Crypto Oasis and Crypto Valley, which I'm very much looking forward to, going to Swiss for another week and kind of deepening those relationships and see what is possible. The Bad Crypto podcast piece, that was fun to revitalize a little bit of that project and get some notable people from Saudi to contribute with their signatures, as well as some old friends who came to support the project. And we've now been running with it for 6 years. Crypto art project, crypto charity art project, whatever you want to call it, all of those luminaries who've signed that artwork and helped it become a unique thing. Who knows when we're going to eventually actually going to be able to auction the piece off and what it's going to do, but that was nice to carry that piece around and ask for signatures again, and because it's become also this way of deepening relationships and building bridges across this industry with those kinds of people that we really want to be further doing things with, and raising awareness for a cause, but hopefully also at the end of it raising money for that same cause. Was there anything else? Yeah. Oh, last thing. There's also a fun collaboration that is coming with Lux Lions, which is an NFT project that is still doing very, very well. And I was kindly introduced by Sada to Jared, the founder of the project, and I made a few artworks already for it. And that's going to be coming up next. I'll put some stuff as soon as we start to get any of the marketing material ready. I'll put that out there. And of course, the last but not least, definitely not least, the Scarce.City auction that is coming up from the artwork BitRam. And we just finished the animation with my animator Juha on that one, and I'm quite excited about how that came across, because it's a different take of the animal lore of crypto, I suppose, because it's mostly about bulls and bears, and this one is about a ram and how Bitcoin really is that kind of thing. Whether you like it or not, it just keeps trucking like a unstoppable tank. And this is a little bit about the feeling that I wanted to get to this art piece, that it's a physical thing that opens up with the augmented reality app and then reveals the animation. And we're going to do an auction on that piece in about a month's time. Just when I return back from the Swiss Web3 Fest is when the auction starts on the 11th of June. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how that's going to do, because it's, yeah, like I said, it's a pretty cool piece. I don't know what I'm forgetting. I'm probably forgetting a lot. Regardless, super thankful for everyone who's, again, helped us get to places, reach people, do cool things, and have new experiences. So that said, catch up with you soon again. Have a good one.